Dr. George, Dr. Hinson, thank you so much for joining me today. We are well into the week. What sort of feedback have you heard from attendees on the offerings?
I think attendees have been very surprised at how elements of the scientific programming that they thought they might not be all that interested in have really had clinical implications for folks attending or have really captured their imaginations. Folks have been really surprised at how things that maybe sounded not as applicable on paper have really captured their imaginations.
And Dr. George, could you tell us a little bit about neurology research, trends that you're seeing right now, and what excites you the most?
Yeah, I think a lot of the trends are using new tools to understand the brain and develop new treatments. Things like AI or all the omics data that's coming out really allows us to delve into the neurologic disease and treatment.
Has there been any key session or speech that's really stood out to you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Hot Topics plenary on brain health. It really tackled brain health across a lifespan, and it's an area that needs better science and more science, and so I think it highlighted where we have good science already and maybe what's to come.
And Dr. Hinson, is there something that you hope that attendees will take home with them this week?
I hope that they understand that neurology is so dynamic right now and new treatments are coming to the bedside rapidly in a way that we haven't seen 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, certainly. And there are things that are going to be discussed at this meeting that are coming to the clinic and will change the lives of our patients.
And Dr. Hinson, when it comes to curating some of these scientific sessions during the annual meeting, how do you approach that? How do you find these different speakers and sessions?
It's such a great question. I think that the way that we approach the clinical trial session really encapsulates some of our perspectives. So for example, we're really trying to highlight phase 3 clinical trials that are bringing new therapies to the market that will be available for our patients really soon. So I'm hoping that attendees will be able to find something in their discipline that will start to change the lives of their patients. We try to include a broad swath of aspects of neurology and cover as many of the subspecialty areas as we possibly can to really include a broad overview of neurology from investigators coming through from all parts of the country, really the world, bringing therapeutics to the bedside.
Dr. Hinson, you have a distinguished role in advocating for equity within the neurological community. How does this advocacy intersect with and enhance scientific inquiry in neurology?
I think as a field we've really gained an appreciation for how important it is to ensure that our clinical trials, for example, are broadly representative of the patients that we treat, to ensure that the therapies that we're bringing to our patients really work for all of our patients. So that's number one. And then the second aspect is to ensure that the scientific work that's being done is inclusive of researchers of all different types of backgrounds. Our science is deeply enriched by including researchers with different perspectives that bring a different approach to the problems that we face in the clinic, and it really enhances the ability for us to bring cutting-edge breakthrough type of therapies to our patients.
Dr. Hinson, Dr. George, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.